Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Candid Meena. And today we have some interesting piece of news. And let me take you to the first piece of news. Is with regards to Rhea Chakravarti. And Mumbai court allows Rhea Chakravarti to travel to Abu Dhabi. As you know, she is an accused person in the case related to SSR's death. And as a bail condition, her passport is with the NCB. A Mumbai court on Wednesday allowed Rhea Chakravarti to travel to Abu Dhabi with certain conditions. She is an accused person, as you know. The court had directed her to report to the nearest police station in every 10 days. The judges also restricted her from leaving the country without the court's permission and asked her to deposit her passport with the investigating agency. The actor had filed a plea seeking permission to travel to Abu Dhabi to attend an award show. On Wednesday, Special Judge A. Joglekar permitted Rhea Chakravarti to collect her passport from the NCB and travel to Abu Dhabi between June 2nd and June 5th. The court directed the actor to mark attendance at the Indian Embassy in Abu Dhabi, submit her itinerary to the NCB, and surrender her passport to the central agency after she returns. She has also been directed to deposit a cash security of 1 lakh rupees to the court. And Chakravarti, so this is quite amusing that they are allowing an accused to travel outside the country, and it's just so easy for these prime accused to sort of go outside India. And what if they just escape and don't return? Then what will they do? So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to the singer KK. Now, as I said earlier yesterday, that for me personally, I feel that KK's death, KK's demise, it looks quite suspicious to me. And so, after post-mortem examination was conducted on singer KK at the state-run SSKM hospital, the preliminary autopsy report has ruled out foul play in the death. So the police sources said the exact cause of death will be ascertained after receiving the autopsy report. An officer said the preliminary findings of the report also mentioned that KK, who died hours after a live concert here on Tuesday, indicated that he died due to cardiac arrest. And a senior police officer said on Wednesday, KK was declared dead on arrival by doctors at a hospital. The initial report suggests that singer died because of myocardial infarction. There was no foul play behind his death. Clinical examination also found that the singer was having prolonged cardiac issues. The officer said, adding the final report would be available after 72 hours. He had a major blockage in the left main coronary artery and small blockages in various other arteries and sub-arteries. Excessive excitement during the live show caused stoppage of blood flow leading to cardiac arrest that claimed his life, the medical practitioner told the media on condition of anonymity. The artist could have been saved if someone had administered cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which is CPR, immediately after he fell unconscious. He said that the singer had prolonged cardiac problems which remain unaddressed. The vocalist had 80% blockage in the left main coronary artery and small blockages in various other arteries and sub-arteries. None of the blockades were 100%. Later in the day, KK's mortal remains, as you know, were taken to Rabindra Sadan, where the late singer was accorded a gun salute in the presence of his family. CM Mamta Banerjee and her cabinet ministers were present. So this is quite, I really find it quite suspicious. As I said yesterday, is that singer KK's, death looks very suspicious to me because, if he had, medical issues in the past, why wasn't his sort of, secretary or sort of personal secretary, telling the event organizers, to be sort of careful and, that since he has all these medical conditions, He should have, there should have been a doctor present at all times with him, during the concert. Why was this not, taken care of? Whoever was in charge of his PR, or his medical health, they should have taken care of all these conditions beforehand. And I don't see this as an excuse. I see something more to it, this particular death, unfortunately. And interestingly enough, friends, is that this picture you see here, his name is Edwa Bashir. He is a Kerala playback singer, and he collapses on stage much like KK. And Malayalam singer Edwa Bashir passed away on May 28th, 2022. He died while performing on stage at a concert. He was singing KJ Yeshudas's famous Hindi song Mano Ho Tum Beyad Haseen, and while performing, he collapsed on the stage. As soon as people noticed, they ran towards him, but unfortunately, he was declared bought dead once they reached the hospital. Edwa Bashir collapsed while performing at the event on Saturday night to mark the 50th anniversary of popular music troupe Bhima's Blue Diamond Orchestra. Kerala CM Pinarayi Vijayan, singer K.S. Chitra, and others paid tribute to the late singer on social media. K.S. Chitra tweeted, "Tributes to singer Edwa Bashir Ka. I wish the soul eternal peace." Talking about Edwa Bashir, he was in the limelight for his singing since his school days. He had bagged several awards and prizes for his music. Edwa had sung some popular songs such as Rahmatukal Niranjuru, Mananjini Manal, and so on. So, friends, this also seems, sort of, why is this pattern happening among, singers, collapsing live on stage? Do you see that there's something more to this sort of, these deaths, unfortunately? Why is it happening in a similar pattern, right? And shouldn't postmortem be done by and it should be shown to the public as to what's the real cause of death, in my opinion. So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to the Johnny Depp case. And Johnny Depp has won the defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard. And Johnny Depp has now found support in several Indian celebrities. Johnny Depp has a reason to celebrate now. He has won the $50 million defamation case filed against ex-wife Amber Heard. The 6-week long trial in Fairfax, Virginia saw many explosive accusations from both parties. For the uninitiated, Johnny Depp sued Amber for defamation regarding an op-ed which was published in the Washington Post in 2018, where she called herself a domestic abuse survivor. That is, and she claimed a $50 million compensation payment. With the verdict mostly going in Johnny Depp's favor, his fans are delighted. Meanwhile, celebrities in India have also reacted to the latest developments in the case, and most of them are in Depp's favor. Here's what they are saying. Disha Patani took to her Instagram stories and shared a photo of Johnny Depp. In the photo, he is seen in his costume as Jack Sparrow. "Nobody can ever replace you, Johnny Depp," she wrote, presumably referring to Johnny Depp's removal from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Ali Fazal had quite a mixed response to the verdict. Before it was announced, he asked his fans in Instagram stories if they were also watching it. "Oh, this is next level anticipation. Is anybody else watching this?" he wrote. After the verdict, however, he wrote, "Why? Because this sets the precedent for some serious stuff for the future. Congratulations, Mr. Depp." Meanwhile, Kushal Tandon tweeted, "This looks like a personal win. Why? Because this sets a precedent stuff for the future. Congrats, Mr. Depp." So you can see that all these, irrelevant sort of Bollywood celebrities like Disha Patani, Ali Fazal, they are somehow trying to create some sort of media attention so that they always remain in the spotlight. And so by commenting on these high profile international cases like Johnny Depp's case with his wife, which was telecasted online. The complete trial was telecasted online on YouTube live. And I do feel that even in India, high profile cases, especially celebrity cases, should be streamed online, so that people get a perfect idea as to the proceedings of the court. And a fair trial is conducted, at least in the eyes of the public, with respect to high profile celebrity cases. So, coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Ibrahim Ali Khan. Now, Ibrahim Ali Khan is Saif Ali Khan's son, and he is set to make his Bollywood film debut with Hridayam's Hindi remake. And so Saif Ali Khan's daughter Sara Ali Khan made her Bollywood debut with Kedarnath in 2018. And now, 4 years down the line, his son Ibrahim Ali Khan is reportedly set to follow in his footsteps. And Ibrahim is set to make his Bollywood debut with the Hindi remake of Hridayam. For the people who have not heard of Hridayam, it's a Malayalam film which stars Mohanlal's son Pranav Mohanlal. And as per the latest media report, Ibrahim will play the lead role in the film. And Hridayam will be remade into Hindi by Karan Johar and Star Studios. It is the best project for Ibrahim's launch. For some time now, Karan is looking for a suitable launch film for Ibrahim. The character of Hridayam, of a brash student maturing into marriage and fatherhood, is just right for Ibrahim, so close to the development informed media. The report further states that Karan Johar was going to launch Sara Ali Khan as well. However, the project kept getting delayed, and Sara entered Bollywood with Kedarnath along with Sushant Singh Rajput. The actress, so this is quite amusing, is that Karan Johar is sort of taking it upon himself or his responsibility to launch Saif Ali Khan's son Ibrahim, and without any sort of struggle or anything, Ibrahim is handed over his first debut film, just like handing over a piece of cake from Karan Johar, where any outsider undergoes so much of pain and torture, and if they do not sort of follow the rules of the cabal, they are dealt with, and they are cast aside, just like what happened to Sushant Singh Rajput, as you've seen, and even Jia Khan. So we'll have to wait and see, and I'm sure that the public will also boycott his film, as far as I'm seeing it in the future. Now, coming to the next piece of news is with regards to BJP's now ongoing fascination with Bollywood. I don't know why BJP party is all of a sudden infatuated with Bollywood film superstars, and also the Bollywood and also BJP's IT cell person is also quite infatuated recently on Twitter with Bollywood superstars for some odd reason, right? So um, Akshay Kumar, Akshay Kumar's latest film Samrat Prithviraj, as you know, it stars Akshay Kumar and a former Miss World. And with Akshay Kumar by his side, Union Home Minister Amit Shah heaped praises on Akshay Kumar's new movie Samrat Prithviraj after a special screening in Delhi. In 1947, India got independent, and an era of cultural revival began in 2014. This would once again take the country to new heights before we were once here. Amit Shah said as BJP marks the completion of 8 years of the NDA government at the center. Speaking ahead of the movie's release on Friday, Amit Shah further said the film depicts Indian culture of respecting women and empowering women. The story is about a hero who fought amid battles from Afghanistan to Delhi. India has been fighting invasion for centuries, he added. His comments came after the 57-year-old leader, along with top BJP leaders and ministers, watched the movie in Delhi at a special screening. Piyush Goyal, Anurag Thakur, and Ashwini Vaishnav were among the ministers who watched this film at a special screening. Akshay Kumar, amid promotion for the movie, spoke to media and called for balance in school curriculums, and he claimed it lacks information on Indian kings. I am not saying that we should not read about Mughals, but balance it out. They were great too. This is what Akshay Kumar was quoted. I would like to appeal to the education minister to look into this matter and see if we can change it. So, Samrat Prithviraj marks the debut, a screen debut of Miss World 2017. Her name is Manushi Chiller, and I do presume that she is trying to become famous like Aishwarya Rai by listening to the Cabal. So I really don't understand what BJP is trying to um, do by sort of like sort of catching hands with the Bollywood cabal, like people like Akshay Kumar, and it's all we know that it's all linked. Smriti Irani is a big friend of Ekta Kapoor, and Smriti Irani also starred in Ekta Kapoor's serial, and so the lineage is quite long. But it will be I mean, public will soon ask questions to BJP, as to why they are siding this. Especially you have seen Akshay Kumar, riding a car with people like Tony Ashai, who's a Pakistani ISI businessman. So how? So I think BJP should look at its public image, before going, for election in 2024. I think by siding with Bollywood, they are doing much damage to themselves, in the eyes of the public at least. So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Sonia Gandhi, and Sonia Gandhi has tested COVID-19 positive a day later after being summoned by ED for her National Herald case. Gandhi has to appear before the probe agency on June 8th, and Congress General Secretary KC Venugopal also tested positive to COVID. Congress leader Randeep Surjewala informed that Sonia Gandhi has developed some symptoms and has isolated herself and has been given requisite medical attention. Congress President Sonia Gandhi tests positive for COVID-19. PM Narendra Modi also wished a speedy recovery to Congress President Sonia Gandhi from COVID-19. So Rahul and Sonia Gandhi were issued summons by ED on Wednesday in connection with the National Herald case, which was closed by the investigating agency in 2015. The federal agency's move followed the questioning of senior Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge and Congress Treasurer Pawan Bansal in April this year in New Delhi in connection with its money laundering probe into the National Herald case. The agency then recorded the statements of both the Congress leaders then under the PMLA, which is the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The National Herald is published by Associated Journals Limited (AJL) and owned by Young Indian Private Limited, while Kharge is the CEO of YIL. Bansal is the managing director of AJL. The ED is currently investigating the shareholding pattern and financial transactions, as well as the role of the party functionaries in the functioning of AJL and YIL. The YIL promoters include Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. BJP MP Subramanian Swamy had alleged that the Gandhis cheated and misappropriated funds, with YIL paying only rupees 50 lakhs to obtain the right to recover rupees 90.25 crores that AJL owed to the Congress. He had filed a complaint with the Delhi court earlier. Following the court taking cognizance of an income tax department probe against YIL on Swami's petition, the ED also registered a fresh case under PMLA. So it's quite funny that all these politicians, they report they are sick, especially with people like Nawab Malik, then and Sonia Gandhi now. So it's just an excuse to sort of escape the summons by ED, and I do wonder where this case will go ahead. Will it reach a logical conclusion before the 2024 elections? I really wonder. Now, coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Dada or Saurav Ganguly. Now, Saurav Ganguly drops a big hint. Is it going to be BJP or TMC? Saurav Ganguly, BCCI president and former Indian cricket team skipper, dropped a big hint on Twitter, saying he's planning to start something that he will feel will probably help a lot of people. He took to Twitter and wrote, 2022 marks the 30th year since the start of my journey with cricket in 1992. Since then, cricket has given me a lot. Most importantly, it has given me the support of all of you. I want to thank every single person who has been a part of the journey, supported me, and helped me reach where I am today. Today, I am planning to start something that I will feel probably help a lot of people. I hope you can continue your support as I enter this chapter of my life. The moment Ganguly tweeted this, a plethora of speculations have hit the media space, with many expecting his possible entry into the politics. Though it's too soon to reach at any particular conclusion until things are officially confirmed by Ganguly, but he feels planning actually to start his political innings. Which team is it going to be, BJP or TMC? However, Ganguly has not resigned as a president of BCCI as of now, said Jay Shah. Last month, Union Home Minister Amit Shah had dined at Ganguly's residence in South Kolkata. When asked about a dinner meetup, Ganguly told reporters that though there was a lot of speculation, the dinner was because he had known Amit Shah for long. The dinner was a close family affair where, besides Ganguly, his wife Donna, who had earlier in the day performed at Victoria Memorial at a function which Amit Shah attended, the cricketer's brother and sister-in-law played the role of host. Accompanying Amit Shah were BJP ideologue Swapan Das Gupta, BJP state president Sukanda Majumdar, and leader of opposition in West Bengal Assembly, Suvendu Adhikari. Ganguly, who at one time had been fondly dubbed the Prince of Calcutta for its cricketing prowess, told reporters, many speculations are rife, but I have known him since 2008. There's nothing more than that. So, friends, what do you think regarding this statement by Saurav Ganguly? Do you think that he's going to start his political innings with the BJP? For me, it looks like he'll be joining the BJP party, and he'll be starting his political career in Bengal, and maybe he might be a good opponent for Mamata Banerjee. This is the way I see it, and that's all the news for today. And have a good evening. Thank you.